Hi, second graders. You guys have been working super hard. At this point, you have made 4 different stories on KidBlog. So you guys have been hard at work every single week coming up with ideas, writing it down, and publishing it on KidBlog. Today we are starting again with realistic fiction. Now, realistic fiction is, if you remember, it's something that's made, a story that's made up, but it seems like it could happen. So there's not going to be any magic. There's not going to be dogs or toys talking. It's all going to be realistic. So that means it could happen. It seems like it's real, even though it's made up. Okay? And we are still going to be coming up with our character setting, problem, and solution. So I want you guys to get out a piece of paper or a notebook and follow along with me, okay? So follow with me each step, okay? So the very first step is you're going to write the word character on your piece of paper. Okay, so write the word character on your paper. So it should look something like this. You have the word character. Now I want you to think, who is your character? I'm going to write down my name, my first name, just because for me that's easy. I can just think of my name. So Daniela. And her mom. So my 2 characters are Daniela and her mom. There we go. Now it's your turn. You can pause the video and you can think of your own characters. Write them down. Okay, you should have written down your characters. And now I want you to write the word setting. Give yourself a little bit of space. I'll show you. See, I gave myself a little bit of space and I wrote the word setting. So now I want you to write the word setting. That's where is the story taking place? So think, where could my story take place? I'm going to have mine at a store. So at the, I should say at the mall. Okay, so mine's going to be at the mall. Okay, and then I want you guys to think of your setting. Where would you like yours to take place? At the mall. Okay, at this point, you should have written down your setting. If you haven't yet, click the pause button, write yours down before you get started, or before we keep going, okay? The next thing you need to come up with is your problem. So here's my problem. I wrote it down here, problem. And now I have to think of what goes wrong with Daniela and her mom at the mall. I'm going to say that, I'm going to use that issue. Remember how we talked about issues last week that you can include in your stories? Well, I'm going to use the issue of not having enough money. So Daniela is not going to have enough money for this coat that she really wants. So I'm going to write that down. Now it's your turn to think of your problem, okay? So write yours down while I write mine down. So they don't have enough money to buy a coat that Daniela really wants. Okay, so here I've written down my problem. They don't have enough money to buy a coat that Daniela really wants. Next, the last thing that you need to write down is solution. That's what happens at the very end. That's the answer to the problem. So you should have the word solution down. Okay, so how do they figure out that problem? Does it get solved? Does it not? What happens after that problem? That's what the solution is going to be. So my solution is going to be that the mom actually makes a coat just like it. So she doesn't actually end up buying the coat. Her mom makes it. So her mom makes a coat just like the one she wants. Okay, so that is my solution. You need to write your solution to your problem. Okay, so at this point you should have character or characters. You should have a setting. Where is it taking place? You should have a problem that happens in your story. Then you should have a solution. These are all your ideas, okay? This is my ideas just as an example. Now you have to have it on your piece of paper. This is what I want you to turn in onto Seesaw, okay? So you're gonna come up with this. All right. Now I did want to, before I end, I do want to read a story to you called Margaret and Margarita. This is a realistic fiction story, and I just want you to start hearing some examples of what it sounds like to write a story that's realistic fiction. And in this one, you're going to see some English and some Spanish, but it makes sense. And that's something that I encourage you guys this week is if you know a different language, try including that in your writing. How cool would that be for your parents to see Spanish in there or French or any other language that you speak in your writing? Try including it in there. Maybe if you're trying to learn another language, you can add another language in there too. Just try your best and include it somehow. But here's an example of how they did it here. So Margaret and Margarita. What a beautiful day to go to the park, Margaret. Qué día más bonito para ir al parque, Margarita. So these are two different people. One, the family speaks English. The other one, they speak Spanish. No, it is not a beautiful day. I do not want to go to the park. And Susan, my little rabbit, does not want to go to the park. There is no one to play with. No, no es un día bonito. No quiero ir al parque. Y Susana, mi gatita, no quiere ir al parque. No hay nadie con quien jugar. They're having the same problem. The only difference is she's talking Spanish to her mom and she's talking English to her mom and she's talking Spanish to her mom. But they're both having the same problem that they don't have someone to play with and they don't want to go to the park. I wonder what's going to happen. Look, Margaret, there's a little girl and her mother. Hello. Oh dear, they do not speak English. Now there's this side. Mira, Margarita, ahí está una niña con su madre. Hola. Oh no, no hablan español. So the same thing happens. They see the other person, they're like, hi. They're like, uh-oh, they don't speak the same language. Hello. Hola. So you can see them saying hi to each other. My name is Margaret. My rabbit's name is Susan. Susan says, hola. Me llamo Margarita. Mi gatita se llama Susana. Susana dice, hello. So you see they're trying to use each other's languages. Pretty cool. I like your purple cat. Me gusta tu conejita amarilla. So they're both talking about their stuffed animals that they like. I like your yellow shoes. Me gustan tus zapatos marrones. I like your blue dress. Me gusta tu vestido verde. I like your green ribbon. Me gusta tu cinta morada. I like your red smile. Me gusta tu sonrisa colorada. And I like your brown eyes. Me gusta tus ojos azules. I like you. Susan likes you. Will you be my friend? Tú me gustas. Tú le gustas a Susana. ¿Tú quieres ser mi amiga? So they both want to be friends now. Yes, amigas. And Susan says, yes, amigas. Sí, friends. Y Susana dice, sí, friends. They're teaching each other their languages. This is a beautiful day. Let's have a party. ¡Qué día más bonito! Hagamos una fiesta. Ole, hurrah, hurrah. And they keep saying, ole, hurrah, ole, hurrah. Now let's take a nap. Sweet dreams. Que sueñen con los angelitos. And then it repeats itself. Sweet dreams. Que sueñen con los angelitos. Sweet dreams. Vamos a hacer la siesta. So taking a nap. Margarita, it's time to go home. Or Margaret, it's time to go home. Margarita, es hora de volver a casa. Margarita, this is my mother. Mama, this is Mama. This is my amiga, Margarita, and her gatita, Susana. We had a fiesta and a siesta. Margaret, esta es mi madre. Mamá, esta es mi friend, Margaret, y su little rabbit, Susan. Hicimos un party y un nap. So you can see they're changing the words because they're using the words that they taught each other. I'm happy to meet you, Margarita and Susan and Margarita's mother. Mucho gusto en conocerles, Margarita y Susana y la madre de Margaret. See you tomorrow, friends. Hasta mañana, amigas. And then they leave the park. Adios, amigas. Goodbye, friends. Adios, friends. Goodbye, amigas. Adios. Goodbye, amigas, friends. All right, guys, I just wanted to give you an example of how Spanish can be used into a book or another language, any other language. And notice how in the story, there's these two girls, Margaret and Margarita. They're the characters. The setting is at a park. They're at a park. The problem is that they don't have a friend to play with. And the solution is, the problem is that they don't have anyone to play with and they don't speak the same language. But notice the solution is they teach each other their languages and they become friends. Maybe you can come up with a story kind of like theirs, but you need to come up with a character, setting, problem, solution, and then take a picture of it and put it on Seesaw. Okay, you're going to use this tomorrow to help you. All right, guys, get writing, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.